After I removed my implants, I lost 10 pounds in the first week. I don't mean to totally crap on plastic surgery. I was 18, 19, 20, honestly feeling like I was 70 years old, and one of them started to go rock hard. Hey you guys, today I'm doing a different kind of video, and I am going to deem this the most important video that I've ever made for myself on this channel. I'm going to be talking about something, I guess, that I don't really feel is talked about enough. And I think that there's too much misinformation, and I think there's not enough conversation on this topic, and you guys can already see what I'm going to be talking about based on the title. My name is Alexandra. If you've never been to this channel before, I make lifestyle videos and beauty videos to make every girl's life easier, or so I'd like to think. And I actually made notes for this video because there's a lot I want to say. And on the front of this it says, "This is the beginning of anything that you want," and I want to be really open and honest with you guys. I've been around the block with breast augmentation. I've had my first breast augmentation when I was 18 years old, and I'm now 22, and I've been through 4 procedures since I was 18. So I want to talk a lot about plastic surgery, specifically breast augmentation. This video is for anybody who is unhappy with the shape or size of their breasts, is considering plastic surgery, or just wants to know what it might be like to have it done. I also want to extend this audience. I'm hoping that it reaches the transgender community, people who are transitioning from male to female, and just getting a little bit more information on plastic surgery. I hope that I get everything out I want to talk about today, but I want you guys to follow me on Snapchat because I will be clearing up any of the questions that you guys have. The first thing I didn't want to forget is that I have a disclaimer to mention to you guys. What I really want to get across here is that this is my experience, and I'm not saying that this will be your experience. And I also don't want you to come away from this video and use this as hate or bullying or shaming towards anybody with plastic surgery or anybody who's choosing to have plastic surgery done. Just because a girl or a guy has plastic surgery doesn't mean that they are stuck up, doesn't mean that they are even happy with their plastic surgery. This is something that we have to have a lot more compassion with because there's a lot of misinformation, and that's why I'm here making this video. I'm going to list exactly what I had done in the description below, and I'm also going to put it on the screen now. I had my first breast augmentation when I was 18 years old, and I had about 2 consultations before I had that procedure done. I wanted to have really big boobs, and I naturally was a 32C, so I had a pretty good size, and I was wearing push-up bras some of the time to enhance some of the clothing I was wearing. I was involved in the pageant industry a little bit when I was about 16 years old, and I know I look a lot older in this photo. Getting into the pageant industry really kind of put plastic surgery on the map for me because I saw a lot of the girls in Miss Universe, which was something that I had aspired to compete in. They had plastic surgery. They had veneers and other facial plastic surgery as well as breast augmentation. It seemed like something I had to do in order to get where I wanted to get in life. So I want you to understand where my mindset was at. I had been unhappy with the shape of my breasts ever since I was a young girl. I wasn't wildly insecure about it, but watching TV, seeing people in magazines, I noticed that the shape of my breasts, and I'm going to insert a picture of all the different shapes that you can have as breasts that we know about. Honestly, everything is normal. Everybody has a different breast shape, and I wasn't aware of this at the time because the girls that were in magazines, the way that they were photoshopped or the way that they were born naturally, they had a very different shape than I did. So I had a couple consultations, and I chose to go with the first doctor that I met with, who was very confident in what he was doing. I had it done, and right after you get your boobs done, your boobs are really, really high up. They look very fake, and it really made me look like a porn star. I think as soon as I got the breast augmentation done, I did know that they were a little bit too big. As time went by, I started to realize that they were a lot too big. The lift that I had done during that same procedure was a Lolipop lift. So not only did I get implants put in, but I also had a Lolipop lift, which is where they take the nipple off and they take the skin. So if this is the breast and it's like round, they fold the skin in by cutting off the excess, and then they end up leaving you with a scar that looks like the above. So I had a lift done and the implants put in, and my lift slowly but surely was completely irrelevant. By the time that those implants had dropped, the weight of them was enough to ruin that lift. I was basically left with the same shape of breast that I had when I first put the implants in, but now they were really big and really heavy. So about a year after I put these implants in, one of them started to go rock hard. It happened almost overnight where one of them shot up a couple inches and it went into like a ball shape, and it was really, really hard to the touch. It actually looked really fake when you think like boob job. That's exactly what it looked like. And then the other one was more of a natural, huge, think like ball in a sock type of look. This was partly because my skin doesn't have that kind of elasticity to hold something so heavy in place, but it was also because I put the implant over the muscle. So the only thing holding it up was skin. And like I said, with movement, just the weight of the implant, the breast started to sag. So anyways, one of them was saggy and one of them was like rock hard and really high up. I felt really uncomfortable with it. I would just try to put my hair over it and to hide it because I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't know anything about this complication, although I later found out that this is extremely common. It's called a capsular contracture. It's basically where the body is rejecting the implant, so it takes a protective layer of scar tissue and it puts it around the implant, and that's what causes it to go rock hard. But I felt uncomfortable. I didn't know who to talk to. I thought that fixing this issue was going to cost me a lot of money. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything about it for about a year and a half. And then I ended up going to my plastic surgeon since it wasn't going away after trying to massage it. When I went to my plastic surgeon, he said, "This is so normal. Let's get you in for a procedure to take it out." And I had exactly that done. They went in underneath the scars and they took out the implant. They cut open the scar tissue. They pop the implant back in and they send you home. So although that capsular contracture seemed like the most obvious symptom, I was also having a lot of other symptoms after I put these implants in, and I didn't realize that implants could do anything to you. When I would lay down, my arms would go really, really numb, and I would get like shooting pains from my chest down to my arms. I would have like these random heart spasms and it would hurt a little bit. It was a little bit concerning because I was like 19 years old. I wasn't able to jump anymore or do any more cardio, and I couldn't take a really deep breath as I was exercising. So I eventually stopped exercising completely. That was kind of hard for me because I felt like I didn't have control of my body, and these implants were taking like a really big toll on my physical health at this point. I started to experience something that was really bothersome and still affects me to this day, which is brain fog. And that is where you have a really hard time concentrating on anything. Your mind goes blank a lot of the time, and it's kind of hard to organize your thoughts and emotions and get things done because you're constantly feeling tired or out of it. I don't mean to totally crap on plastic surgery, you guys. This is just really important that we talk about this because so many people just have implants, and I posted so many photos back in the day where it's just like, you just see I have implants and you probably think I'm happy and healthy and wonderful, but I wasn't. So 3 years later, this was about a year and a bit ago, I decided to have my second breast augmentation. I really wanted these implants out, but I also thought that I had ruined my boobs and that I would forever be stuck having to have implants in because I would be like a pancake without them. At this point, I didn't realize that my symptoms were exclusively related to having breast implants, so I still chose to have these breast implants put in. And I was in the office of my doctor, and it was recommended to me that I go with 300 cc's instead of what I wanted, which was about 100 cc's. And this was because it would like fill out the chest more, and along with a lift, they promised me that my breasts would stay in place this time and that they wouldn't have as much sagging, especially if I wore a bra religiously. They recommended me having textured implants put in, which are basically like fuzzy implants. They're not smooth, so the fuzz is gonna like stick to your body. I went with Saline again, and I put it under the muscle this time so that they would stay up. So I'm on the computer about a month after I had those breast implants put in, and I came across an article, and I just knew when I saw this article that it was gonna change my life. An interview with Crystal Hefner, a former Playboy model, and she had breast implants and removed them and was doing an interview on why she chose to do that. Now, it's in her best interest, given her job, to have huge, giant fake boobs. That's just the industry that she's in. When I started to research what other women were feeling after having implants put in, I started to realize that these things were making me so sick, and that was honestly the source of the issues I had been having and wondering why I was feeling the way that I was feeling. I had just gotten pregnant, and I knew I couldn't remove these implants until I had my baby, and so I was really eager to do that. So fast forward a couple months ago, 2 months ago, I decided to have my breast implants removed. This was a really awesome decision for me. So I actually wanted to be awake. I wanted them just taken out right then and there. So I asked them to just cut me open and remove them. But I found out that if I were to just have the implants removed without having an operation called a capsulectomy, the implants might still be affecting my health in a really negative way. Don't have your doctor just slip the implants out, because the implants leave residue, and that's what's going to make you sick for years and years to come, even after you remove them. So that was really important that I had it done properly. So I had a capsulectomy and an implant removal, which is called an explant. That was the best day ever. I went in for a reverse boob job basically, and it was awesome. I felt like crap right when I came out of surgery. I'd say within 10, 11, 12 hours after having surgery, after all of the drugs wore off, I had felt better than I felt in years, and I was really, really happy. I didn't care what my boobs were gonna look like. I knew that there would be sagging. I knew that there might even be indentation from where the implants were and where the skin had stretched, but I did not care. I just wanted to feel good again. I was so happy to be able to sleep on my stomach and not have like huge water bags on my chest. It was so much more comfortable. I was so happy, and I felt energized so much better than I ever had felt in years. This was what I was going to be left with after all of this experience, all of this money spent, all of this time and energy. I've learned such a valuable lesson, and that is experience is the best learning tool ever. And I love who I am, and I accept the way that I look, even with all of these scars and even with the shape that I'm left with. I am so happy, and I am so thankful to be able to be me. So after I removed my implants, I lost 40 pounds up until now. It's been 2 months or so, I'm not really sure. I've lost 40 pounds, and I lost 10 pounds within the first week. My hormones have just balanced out a whole lot more. Things were so bad before I removed them. It felt like the days leading up to the explant, things had just gotten worse and worse and worse. And as soon as I removed them, even though I had just had surgery, I was feeling amazing. This is also tens of thousands of women's experience as well. There's a lot of women out there right now who are just trying to scratch up enough money to be able to remove their implants because they feel as if they're killing them inside. I really want you guys to know that this is a really high possibility for anybody who decides to put silicone inside their body. So with all of that said, I hope that this video took you through my experience, and I'm at a place now where I'm not going to let somebody else explain what beauty is to me. It's ingrained in me what it means to be beautiful, so I'm constantly challenging that, and I'm constantly asking myself what I've been told is beautiful and what I actually think is beautiful for myself. I'll tell you right now that I am beautiful the way that I am, and you are beautiful just the way that you are. I accept you, and I accept me too. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I love you so much, and please share this with somebody if they're considering having plastic surgery. I think this is an important part of doing your research, and thanks so much for watching, you guys. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.